Hi everybody, welcome to our class. We're gonna start just by sitting cross-legged. You can sit on a block or on a blanket. We're gonna spend a few moments just breathing, arriving, connecting to the breath. We use the breath to connect to the present moment, feel ourselves grounded. And you can leave behind all the situations, tensions, things that happen to you throughout the day, and give yourself a permission for the next 40 minutes or 1 hour. Just be here and enjoy the class. Try to empty your cup. Just relax. Make sure there's no tension in your body. Your belly feels relaxed, your shoulders feel relaxed. And whenever you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And I will introduce the practice. So we practice Hatha Yoga in a very gentle way, with ease. And I want to challenge you to use this practice to really connect with your body. Throughout the practice, try to bring your attention inside and really focus on the subtle sensations, on the subtleties. And try to just witness how your body is feeling at the moment. And if during any of the poses you feel any tension, if you feel like there's pain or anything like that, you can always adjust the pose according to your body. It's really not a competition. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. It's not about pushing yourself to the limit, but it's about building that awareness of your body and releasing the tension. So I like to start the really fun exercise. It's called Robin's breath. So it's like pranayama / warm up. So we will begin by bringing the hands to the heart center. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, sends the arms forward. Exhale, open the arms to the sides, look up, chest shining to the sky. Inhale, bring the arms up together. Exhale, back to the middle. We will do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms forward, round the spine. Exhale, open the arms to the sides, bend the spine, look up. Inhale, bring the arms together over the head. Exhale, back to the middle. One last time on your own, find your own rhythm. Let the breath guide you. And next, we will do a little warm up for the wrists. You can interlock the fingers. Just roll the wrists a couple of times, changing the sides. Do a few times on one side and then repeat on the other side. Next, you can also do this wave-like motion. And next, stretch the arms in front of you, rounding the spine, and then you can also interlock the fingers behind you, like this. And look up, stretching the shoulders down. And next, place the left hand to the side and draw a circle with the right hand bending on the exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to the middle. Exhale, repeat on the second side. And 2 more times on your own. Link the breath to the movement and find your own rhythm. When you feel ready, come back to the middle. Next, place the left hand behind you. And on the exhale, twist to the left side, looking over the left shoulder. The right arm rests on the left knee. Make sure the spine feels nice and tall, the chin parallel to the spine. You can visualize like something pulling you up through the crown of the head. And take a few moments here, breathing natural. Inhale, come back to the middle. Exhale, repeat on the other side. Looking over the right shoulder this time. Spend a few moments here enjoying the twist. And when you feel ready, slowly release back to center. Next, we're gonna spend a few moments warming up the neck. You can look down on the exhale. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, look up. Inhale, back to the middle. And repeat 2 more times. Listen to the breath. Let the breath guide the movement. When you finish, come back to the neutral. And on the exhale, look to the left. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, look to the right. And again, repeat 2 more times on your own. When you finish, come back to neutral. And we'll draw a few half circles with our neck. Breathing naturally. With awareness. When you feel ready, release back to the neutral. Inhale, open the arms to the sides. Exhale, hug the right arm with the left, looking over the left shoulder, stretching the right shoulder. Inhale, open the arms again. Exhale, repeat on the other side. And then release to the middle. The arms can rest on the knees. Or we can do a few shoulder rolls, rolling backward a few times. And then repeat in the opposite direction. You can also do a few circles with your spine. You can do big circles or smaller ones. Then repeat on the other side. And then you can try any organic movement that your body craves. Just be creative. There's always some room for exploration. Once you finish, we'll transition to the tabletop. You can take your time. If you'd like, you can also stretch the legs a couple of times after sitting. And next, place the hands under the shoulders, shoulder distance apart, so they align with the shoulders, and the knees, hips distance apart. Spread the fingers to feel subtle activation in the hands, in the arms. And next, we're gonna do a few cat cows. Inhale, shine the chest forward, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, look down. And let's repeat it 2 more times on your own. You can pay special attention to the upper part of the spine that gets often neglected. When you finish, you can slowly come back to the neutral. Next, we will walk our knees to the edges of the mat, wider than hips distance apart. And next, the exhale, bring the right arm up to the sky. Inhale, and then again on the exhale, bring the right shoulder down to the mat. Threading the right arm to the left into a subtle twist. Spend a few moments here, breathing naturally. If you have any tension in your body, you can always adjust and soften. And then slowly come back to the neutral. And we're gonna repeat on the other side. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring the left arm to the sky. Inhale, move the arm down. And on the exhale, thread it through the right arm this time. left shoulder down to the earth. You can experiment with the placement of the right hand. You can walk the hand forward and see how that feels. Keep subtle engagement in your muscles. Don't sink all the way down. And then when you feel ready, come back to the neutral. You can walk your arms forward and sit back into devotional pose, Bhaktasana. And here, if you feel uncomfortable, you can place the blanket under the ankles or between legs and the glute. You can also bring the knees closer to soften the stretch, or wider if you want more intensity. Spend a few moments here releasing all the tension in your body, breathing into the belly. Next, you can walk both of the arms to the left, stretching the right side body. Spend a moment here. Then come to the middle and repeat on the other side. Stretching the left side of the body this time. And come back to the middle. Tuck your toes. Press through the arms and send the hips up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. The knees can be bent here, the arms extended, neck aligned with the spine. And you can pedal your feet from one side to another, walking your dog. And next, slowly walk the legs towards the arms into forward fold, Uttanasana. Spend a few moments here again. The arms can rest on the lower legs or on the mat. The knees can be slightly bent. Drop the head down. And you can wiggle from side to side to release the tension from the upper body. Whenever you feel ready, you can slowly roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time. Into Tadasana, mountain pose. The arms rest on the side. The legs hips distance apart. You can spread your toes and press gently through the big toe to activate the arches of the feet, the legs, just with minimal effort to keep your body engaged. Roll the pelvis back and forth to find neutral. Feel subtle activation in the deep core. Drop the shoulders and align the neck with the spine. Bring the chin parallel to the floor. You can rock back and forth to find a neutral place where you feel the most stable. And take a few breaths into your body to connect with the moment. Notice how you feel physically and emotionally at this point. And next, we're gonna come back to the short side of the mat. Step back with the left leg comfortable distance apart, and then bounce back. And do it a couple of times, extending the distance. And next time when you land, you can see if you can bend the front knee so it's aligned with an ankle. And if it easily passes the ankle, then you can extend the stance. And if you feel like you have too much pressure on the left ankle, you can always make the stance shorter. It's important to keep the hips square, facing forward, and the legs should be hips distance apart, both of the feet facing forward. And then you can bend the front knee so it's aligned with an ankle, and it's facing towards the middle toe. And the back foot can be slightly off to the side to release the pressure from the ankle. Rock the pelvis back and forth to find neutral. The hips square, neutral pelvis, subtle activation in the deep core, pressing slightly through the big toes to have again this subtle activation in the arches of the feet, in the legs. Inhale, rise up with the arms into Warrior One. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, extend the front leg with a micro bend in the knee and fold forward from the hips. Bring the arms behind you. And repeat 2 more times on your own. Rising up to the Warrior One on the inhale. And folding down into Parshvottanasana on the exhale. One more time. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding down. Moving with the breath. inhale, back up to the warrior one. Next, we can hold our elbows with both arms and gently twist to this, bend to the side on the exhale, stretching the side body. And then to the other side. Come back to the middle. And next we're going to release the arms down. Bring all our weight to the front leg. We're going to do balancing pose. The left leg is barely touching the ground. The front knee slightly bent. Then release the arms to the sides. Find a point on the floor where you can concentrate your gaze. And slowly release the left leg into the air. You don't have to go high. It can be as subtle as this. Or you can always challenge yourself to go a little higher with the left leg. The neck aligned with the spine. And bring your attention to the right leg. Notice the subtle movements, the wiggling, the shaking. And it's okay if you fall, it's okay if you have to start again, it doesn't really matter. It's for you to develop hip stability. And then slowly release back to Tadasana. You can shake both of the legs to release the tension from the legs. And next we will do a few twists from side to side. We can try to twist with the whole body, including also the legs and the feet. You can also tap yourself with the arms in different parts. That's a really nice exercise to release the tension. And then slowly come back to the middle. And we're going to repeat the same sequence on the other side. Standing back with the right leg this time. The legs about one leg distance apart. The feet about one leg distance apart. Also hips distance apart in width. Facing forward. The left foot can be slightly off to the side. And then bend the front knee and see if you have to extend or shorten the stance. Press lightly through the big toes to stabilize the legs. Find your neutral pelvis. Neck aligned with the spine. And on the inhale, bend the front knee and bring the arms up into Vira 1. Make sure the front knee doesn't pass the ankle. And facing towards the middle toe. Take a few breaths here. And next time when you exhale, you can extend the front knee, keeping a micro bend in the knee and fold forward from the hips. Inhale, rise again. The front knee bend. Exhale extend the front knee, fall down from the hips. One more time. Moving with awareness. And then come back to the standing warrior. Hug your elbows and bend gently to the side, opening the side body on the exhale. Inhale, come back to the middle. Exhale, bend to the other side. Inhale, come back to the middle and release the arms. Breathe naturally. Next, we're gonna shift our weight to the left leg this time, getting ready for balancing warrior 3. Then find a point on the floor to concentrate your eyes, soft bend in the knee, extend the arms to the side, and slowly release the right leg into the air. The hips parallel to the ground. And spend a few moments here breathing naturally, noticing the subtle movement, subtle adjustment that your body makes to keep yourself balanced. The neck aligned with the spine, looking down. And then slowly release to Tadasana. Spend a few moments here. Landing on the mat. Land in your airplane. And then shake out your legs once again to release the tension from the legs. And from Tadasana, we will step back with the left leg and bring the left knee down into lower lunge. And you can bring both of the arms inside of the legs and move the right leg slightly to the side so you have more room for the arms. The arms align with the shoulders, shoulder distance apart. And here we're going to do a few big circles with our hips. Breathing naturally, moving consciously, and enjoying the movement. You can also tent your fingers if it's too deep of a stretch for you. You can use yoga blocks as well. 2 yoga blocks to elevate your body. Once you finish on one side, you can repeat on the other side. And then come back to neutral. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring the arm up, the right arm up to the sky, looking to the sky. And then slowly release down. Next, bring both of the legs together. Extend the legs into a plank. You can spread the fingers, neck aligned with the spine, and stay here for a few moments. You can also stay longer if you want to challenge yourself, if you want to build up more fire. And then slowly release down to the mat. Laying on the belly. The hands under the shoulders, fingers spread, the elbows close to the body. And on the exhale, on the inhale, bring yourself up into baby cobra, Bhujangasana. The shoulders away from the ears, extend through the legs, and spend a few moments here breathing naturally, pressing through the arms. The belly button still touching the floor. And when you're ready, you can slowly release down. Stack both of the arms under the forehead like a pillow. Release the shoulders down. And take a few breaths into the belly, relaxing. Breathing into the belly helps us to feel safe and relaxed. It really helps to relax the nervous system. Slowly open your eyes. Bring both of the hands under the shoulder, tuck the toe, and send yourself up into the tabletop. Both of the hands shoulder distance apart. And then you can bring the left leg to the side of the right of the left arm. Back to the beginning. Next, we're going to draw a few circles again with the hips. Perhaps tenting the fingers if you want, if you feel like you need more support. Or use a yoga block. Draw a few nice big circles on one side, and then repeat on the other side. Slow down, come back to the neutral. And on the exhale, bring the left arm to the sky this time. And spend a few moments enjoying the twist, looking up to the sky. Again, bring both of the legs together into the tabletop. Then extend the legs into a plank. Both of the hands shoulder distance apart, stacked under the shoulders. The neck aligned with the spine. You can suck the belly down, in, just a little bit to feel activation in the deep core. And then whenever you feel ready, you can slowly release down to landing the belly. Both of the hands under the shoulders, elbows close to the body, parallel with the body. And on the inhale, extend to the legs and press to the arms. Bring yourself up into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Shoulders away from the ears, the belly button on the floor. And take a few breaths here. Find your contentment in this pose. It can be a pretty challenging pose in the beginning. And whenever you feel ready, you can slowly release down. Stack both of the arms under the forehead. And again, take a few breaths into the belly. Relax the shoulders, the neck. Make sure there's no tension in your body. Next, extend the left arm forward. Bring the right to the side and roll a few times on the side of the body, massaging the side body, waking up the nerves, the blood flow, the fascia. Bring all your attention inside and enjoy the sensations. And repeat on the second side. Extend the right arm this time. Bring the left arm to the side and rock on the right side. You can feel the sensation on the whole side of the body, including the hips, the leg, even the toes. And next, we're going to meet laying on the back. You can find your way to laying on the back. Next, draw the knees in towards the chest and hug both of the knees with your arms on the exhale. Spend a few moments here breathing naturally. And next, hold your big toes with both arms and then send the legs up and bring yourself down into the baby pose. You can extend both of the legs, or you can bring them wide to the sides. You can also gently rock from side to side, massaging the spine. And then slowly release the legs down. The knees bend, hips distance apart. Fingers touching the heels. And on the exhale, send the hips up. Feel the engagement in the glutes, press through the legs. Make sure both of the knees, hips distance apart, almost parallel to each other. Don't spread the knee. You can also interlock the fingers and walk the shoulders towards each other to intensify this pose. Setu Bhanga Sarvangasana, bridge pose. Feel the engagement in your thighs, in your glutes, and then slowly release down. Next, extend your legs. Extend the arms behind you, over the head, and stretch the arms away from the legs and the legs away from the arms into a full body stretch. And then release down. Bring both of the arms back to the sides. The legs comfortable distance apart, feet facing to the sides, and the arms resting comfortably, palms up. We will transition to Shavasana, final pose. Let the breath flow in and out naturally. Bring your attention to the breath. We will do a little body scan to release the tension from the body. You can bring your attention to the toes, Relaxing the toes, the feet, the ankle, lower leg. Draw your attention to the knees, to the thighs, your pelvic area, sex organs. Make sure there's no tension in your belly. Your upper body, shoulders and arms feels relaxed. Your neck, your head, and your face feels completely relaxed. You can draw your attention all the way up to the crown of the head. And make sure there's no tension in your body. Breathing naturally. Come back to the breath. And with every exhale, let your body sink deeper into the floor with no effort. Keeping the attention with the breath. We're going to spend the next few minutes breathing naturally and relaxing in silence. Keep your eyes closed. Stay with the breath. Now we'll begin the chanting, traditional way to finish the practice. And you can just relax into the vibration of the sound. Namo Namaste Guru Mahara Shambhavananda Jaya Jaya Mahara Tam Charana Shri Guru Deva Maduram Maduram Guru Deva Namo Namaste Guru Mahara Shambhavananda Jaya Jaya Mahara Taham Charana Shri Guru Deva Maduram Maduram Guru Deva Namo Namaste Guru Mahara Shambhavananda Jaya Jaya Mahara Tam Charana Shri Guru Deva Maduram Maduram Guru Deva Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly wake up your body by wiggling the fingers, the toes. When you feel ready, you can roll to the side, clasp through the arms, send yourself up to seated. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.